I was on the internet one night when I came across a Reddit article asking worst seasons of the show, but with an interesting caveat. No one could choose The Island, Battle of the Seasons 2, The Ruins, Inferno 3, and nothing prior to season 11. And one season that was mentioned more than any other, season 37. Now, I was kind of surprised because I would have guessed like Battle for a New Champion or maybe some random spin-off. Now, I remember not having the best time watching season 37, but I didn't remember it being the worst. When it originally aired 5 years ago, I decided that I'd go rewatch season 37 and report back how I felt and answer the question, was it really that bad? Era 4 is an odd point of the challenge's history, where each season after another had the fans going, what's going on? Especially heading into season 37. The challenge was in a volatile state when it came to ratings, as it fluctuated up and down between Vendettas to War of the Worlds 2. Total Madness and Double Agent saw a bump up given the state of the world. For some, the challenge filled a void at the time. In one specific area was sports. A tweet that went viral and one the challenge production team latched onto was from Bill Simmons, labeling the show as America's 5th professional sport. This would be a pivotal turning point in the challenge, both with the higher views lately and this new tagline. It was an exciting time to think, what direction could the challenge go? Yes, in this instance, the title of a season needs its own segment. I am still shocked to this day that there's a flagship season with this name. I have a real theory that the name of this season alone lost many viewers that the challenge gained during the Total and Double Agents time. Like, what is the point of making people wear turtlenecks and calling DJ the handler? Everything can't be a missile and no one is an agent. These are 30 to 40-year-old adults playing dress up for $1 million. Show us them getting messy and we'll be happy. This was the worst case scenario. A name like this isn't showing the audience you're doubling down. Oh, no, you're tripling down on the spy theme. Anything could have been better. They could have done Free Agents 2, and the fandom would have been interested. Now, I'm not a fan of the 5th sport moniker, but they could have done a sequel to a beloved season that was the most sporty in comparison to all the others. That season even had the players wear jerseys with their names and numbers. Unfortunately, the name is just the beginning. The challenge was trying to evolve and to grow, and one way they tried was through the cast. Production decided to loosen the shackles of just MTV shows being eligible. Instead, they showed no discretion on who could be on the challenge. 55 players made their challenge debuts between the seasons of 31 through 36, and nothing was going to change for the challenge 37, with a total of 20 people making their debut. This season was a bit unique because the challenge had introduced international players, mainly from the UK, but for 37 they brought on people from all different countries. I think it makes sense to expand the brand, but the problem is the show didn't play in the countries the international players were from. I mean, as it aired live, people in the US could either watch it on MTV, but they couldn't watch it the next day on Paramount+. They had to either use a cable provider to watch on MTV.com or pay for a season pass on Amazon. I can see if they made it more accessible to every country represented on the show to get more eyes and build up the fandom, but no. They seemingly did it to, I guess, hope they made another season 33, which many fans had deemed a great season in the 30s. Also, there was so much turnover with newer players that only 7 people who made their debuts in Era 4 were in season 37. The rookies this season were tragic. Most of them were lambs being led to the slaughter. They were so trusting to the US players they were partnered with that they didn't fully realize that they were elimination stand-ins until it was too late. I mean, even if you were a vet lapdog like Emmy, you were still going to be sent into 4 eliminations, having to fight and scrap to stay in the game. Now, speaking of Emmy, I feel like one person that encapsulates the rookie experience this season is Emmy. As the audience, I feel we would rather have Priscilla highlighted for actually wanting to step up against the vets, but Emmy was the only rookie to make the final, and she was the most seen by the edit. She is one of the most insufferable players to ever be on the challenge. From the Uncle CTs, all the crying, and to her getting to sing her alien song multiple times. Over the years, I thought I misremembered how annoying she was, but this rewatch proved I underestimated how unbearable she truly was. The first thing she did in the game was throw Michaela under the bus because of her list. Let's be honest, the vets were already planning on targeting Survivor players, but Emmy's intel gave them an excuse to blanket Michaela with votes. Even after she showed allegiance to the vets, they threw her into the next elimination with the new kid Ed. It's here I'd like to bring up Emmy's elimination record on the season. Now it's true, she won 4 eliminations, and upon winning her 4th, many cast members were quick to give her Rookie of the Year status.
Can we say Emmy is now Rookie of the Year?
The Rookie of the Century.
If y'all think that I earned the title the Rookie of the Year, I earned it.
If this is just looking at 37, sure. It's a low bar to cross, so I guess Emmy can win it for 37. If it's for the year of 2021 in total, I'd give it to Amber for winning 36. But I feel I'm just getting into the semantics. When rewatching her eliminations, they were worse than I remembered. In episode 2, she did her part by getting all the blocks with the magnet, but did nothing to help Ed with the map puzzle. Yes, Queen, give us nothing. Oh, and she's crying. In episode 7, Emmy won Rage Cage, a Hall Brawl variance, against a smaller opponent, Esther, where Emmy's weight and height gave her a huge advantage. And look at that, she's crying again. In episode 12, Emmy won an elimination that Bettina was never going to win at, no matter who she faced. I mean, I'm sure Josh could have won against... Okay, maybe that's taking it a little too far.
Well done, girl.
And finally, in episode 16, she won a puzzle because CT gave her all the answers. And wouldn't you know, she cried after this elimination as well. If she faced off against any veterans in these eliminations, or won against Big T with no help, maybe I would be singing a different tune. But when this is your resume, sorry, I'm not impressed. Emmy only started getting more popular with the vets because CT saw a person he could puppet through the game. Like, Berna was fine until she got into a love triangle with Nelson and Ashley. Also, she talked to Casey to send in Amber into the next elimination. Berna was kind of messy, but what really did her in was that she had too many opinions, whereas Emmy would be willing to do everything and anything Uncle CT told her. Like, stand to the side while I do the puzzles. Yes, Queen, give us nothing. Emmy was sold as possibly a new young player to keep our eyes on. Personally, I'm glad we never saw her back. I put most of the blame on how this season goes on the veterans. They ensured that this was one of the most boring seasons by making a vet truce and to not target each other. I will say they do a good job at keeping their promise. It's just unfortunate for us as the audience to watch rookie after 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 rookie go home. The vets versus rookies is like the Harlem Globetrotters against an elementary school YMCA rec league. Like, sure, the veterans had baggage, but they still knew each other, and way more than the rookies who were all strangers to one another. Like, there was no way that they would form this all-rookie alliance to get the veterans out. I mean, Gabo didn't even know who TJ was. You think he's coming in to be strategic?
I don't know what's going on. And who's that guy on the television?
Do you know when, you have the feeling that something's gonna happen?
I'm just feeling you, bro.
We would see Anissa and Fessel be the first 2 vets to leave, but more so due to disqualifications. The first veteran to exit by losing an elimination was when Corey lost to Logan in episode 13. in a 19 episode season. I would now like to talk about the head of this vet alliance, Devin. Devin in 37 is the most irritating and disappointing vet on this cast. You see, Devin made his challenge return in Double Agents, where he was the main person against the Big Brother alliance. He was constantly calling out Josh, saying Big Brother sucks, and asking what does 8 times 9 mean.
Big Brother sucks! Hey Josh, what's 8 times 9?
He really spoke for us as the audience. But how quickly things changed in a matter of months when Josh and Devin came into season 37 as best friends. The alliance, once deemed as sucking, was now Devin's preferred way to play. Devin held everyone in check to keep the vet truce strong, and even when it got late into the game to where people could start playing their own games and the vet's truce could be over, Devin kicked up a temper tantrum. The most frustrating example of this was in Boom Raiders. Tori had recently moved to the Ruby team thinking Ruby may be her final team. She made a deal to team up with Sapphire against Emerald in the next daily challenge. Emerald had it way too easy and Tori only had a great chance of keeping her team safe if they won. Just at the mere sight of Tori playing the game, Devin guilted her into feeling bad about it.
The point is to save my guys. It wasn't to let them win, it was for us to win.
You got played by Amanda.
No, Amanda stole my spot. The game is being played.
Now you're playing it against us.
Here's what happened.
reality.
You made a selfish ass move. That's what happened. So own it.
How hurt and betrayed he sounds makes it seem like Tori sold his puppy while he was away at work one day. What really happened was Devin felt like he was going to be looked at as the weakest guy, and no matter which rookie would have been voted in, they would have chosen him, as he'd be viewed as someone easier to beat than the muscle-bound boys over here. But instead of admitting he's afraid to be chosen, he puts all of this on Tori because she actually tried to make her team win. And mind you, using a strategy that Devin himself had already put into place. Once the game turned to 3 teams, the vet truce was over. But a new alliance spawned, the Aquamarine alliance between Emerald and Sapphire. They agreed to always target Ruby, making the game even more predictable. But it makes sense now that Tori was cool with the agreement when she was in said alliance. Now that she wasn't, she wanted to make a new agreement. How can you be mad at someone doing the same thing you agreed to? Devin was also annoying because he would tell people that he would want a new champion, yet never want to target CT.
Believe me when I say this, want to see veteran, non-champion win.
Congratulations, CT and Casey. You are now the champions.
I mean, he was a part of this Aquamarine alliance, and Devin didn't make a single move into wanting to take him out, ever. So this was all just lip service. Also, Devin gassed out in the final, but tried to impress everyone by getting 3rd place with a hint of pizzazz. Yes, queen, give us nothing. It feels like this season, the challenge made every wrong decision, especially when it came to the format. I think it was interesting for players to be paired up with international players, most of whom were new to the challenge, but it's not like it's a new idea, as it's worked out somewhat well in a recent season. But 37 was different. Instead of the power couple having to make a difficult decision by picking a pair, they could just pick 2 players of their choosing. Like, any 2 players. Any 1 man and 1 woman to send into the elimination against the house vote. This let the vet's truce last way longer than it should have. I mean, this is only a good idea if you have a cast of players who want to take big swings early and often. However, the only big move made early on was Fessel voting in Amber. Should Fessel have done it? No. But was it that big of a deal? Not really. Josh made it a big deal to insert himself into a storyline, but that's about it. This mechanic led to the most boring gameplay. The plan was to vote in a rookie team as the house vote, and then the power duo would pick 2 random rookies. Do it over and over again. But then there was a change. By the end of episode 8, Priscilla picked Josh as her partner, eliminating all rookie pairs from the game. The vet truce finally was going to come to an end. In episode 9, Corey and Bettina were the house vote. They won against Amber and Jeremiah. This was the moment. We were finally going to see the game be played in... Oh, we're just switching to a 3-team format? Changing to a team format took the veterans off the hook. They went back to targeting the rookies. This point in the game was almost just as boring as the top half, with one team absolutely dominating. And if you're a player like Priscilla, you dared to take a swing to call out Ashley, and then you'd instantly get penalized when the whole house helps Ashley win.
Red, purple, green, red, yellow.
Red, purple, green, red, yellow. Red, purple, green, red.
The final stretch of the game was not tense at all. Big T was going to get sent in over and over until she'd eventually get eliminated. There was no way Josh was going to make the final. I'm sorry, but after seeing 18 rookie versus rookie eliminations, I don't care about Emmanuel and Logan jumping over a rocket. The only exciting elimination was Devin versus Emmanuel doing 3 puzzles, and that's only because Tori was trying to save her little plumber boy over her best friend Dave. And that's not it. The format of the final was also ridiculous. Having it start as a solo game to quickly turn into a team final, all for it to end in pairs? Why make it so complicated? Now mind you, there was going to be an elimination mid-final where the team who won the first day got out of doing said elimination. But that meant the players who were losing 95% of the first day get first pick on who they want to be partnered with. Kyle and Casey finished in the bottom half of every single stage of the final, but somehow fell forward into a good situation with Casey choosing CT and Kyle picking Tori. How does that make sense? That's like someone sucking wind the entire final, yet by some popularity vote getting first place. That's a joke, but truly to me, this twist is on par as the karma vote. I think a season like 37 doesn't resonate with the audience because of how artificial it feels. From the setting and the aesthetics, calling TJ a handler, all the players are agents, things are created to be flashy rather than be fun to watch, or a feat of strength, or being impressive. Props are called missiles rather than a beam or a pipe. I think the vet truce is boring, but I think it's made worse when every episode there were confessionals of someone saying it has to end soon.
This war will begin really soon against the vets.
Vets are playing the safest game. That time is coming to an end.
Vets castle is literally crumbling.
The vets war has officially started.
Let's talk about our super alliance, which is obviously dead and gone.
I know we're gonna keep the vet alliance. The vets always say there's this vets truce.
When in reality, it stayed for nearly 70% of the season. We weren't told of the Aquamarine Alliance in the season, or it would make things too predictable. We only heard about it in a season 37 after show.
This is an understated situation. Yeah. There was a Sapphire Emerald Alliance throughout the entire game.
So decisions and confessionals were doctored during the season in hopes to get the audience more excited. But it didn't work. Even the drama was overproduced, like Josh and Fessel getting into an argument over Pizzagate and Josh throwing a glass. Another instance was Josh alleging Kells made a deal with everyone in the house, a statement that was instantly disproven when Kells went around nominations asking everyone if he made a deal with them.
You are not known to the smartest person in the room.
Yeah.
If I was making moves, you wouldn't be the one to discover it.
Kells and Tracy were paired up and everyone was ready to vote them in. Why manufacture drama when the decision was already made? Later on, Kyle and CT argue after Kyle made a mistake in Boom Raiders, a mistake that led to CT Sapphire team winning. During the argument, CT couldn't stop smiling, pretty much giving us the nod that this isn't for real. The audience doesn't need to be told every other episode who is the rookie of the season. The show shouldn't be pushing an agenda about another player. Show us the footage, show us the gameplay, and we'll make the decision of who we like or who we don't like. It's when you have the edit and everyone in the cast pushing Emmy down our throats and then giving her time at the reunion to perform her song. It's just so fake. If she is good, we'll see it. If we want to listen to her song, we'll find it. We watch reality TV for entertainment and for a sense of reality within a certain context, of course. But there was nothing real about this season except it was a major swing that would go down as one of the worst seasons in the Challenge's 41 seasons. Out of the 20 rookies, only 3 players would be featured on 2 or more seasons. And really the only reason why the other 4 made it to a second season was because they did 39 with no major vets to be on the cast. Season 37 will go down as one of the most forgettable seasons in the Challenge's history, and I think it's for the best. I now want to say thank you to everyone who's watching this video up to this point. I hope you enjoyed the video, as well as I want to give a special shout out thank you to everyone who supports me over at patreon.com/angelcakebids. Thank you for your support, thank you for your generosity, thank you, thank you, thank you. And again, thank you to everyone who's watching this video up to this point. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought about season 37 down in the comment section below. I'll be back really soon with more challenge content, more content in general. But until then, peace.